Hello, hi everyone. Welcome to the Coffee Rock Stars. We are live once again, and I'm here with my co-host Eric. And today we are just gonna hang out, have a few conversations about all things coffee and other things, such as I believe Eric just finished marathon last week. How did that
Sure.
go?
Well, it was a half marathon, so it was fun. Definitely a lot of runners nowadays. I guess that's the in thing to do. So people are kind of just running for medals and towels and accomplishments. It was interesting. Definitely, there was about, from what I was told, there was about 15,000 people who joined the run.
Wow, wow. And 15,000 people, how much is it per person?
Let's say 2,500.
2,500. Let's do some maths. 15,000 people?
Mm-hmm.
15,000 people. That's 37 million pesos.
Lots of money.
So you mean there was 15,000 people on on the road, or is it 1,500 people?
No, no, no. There was 15,000 people.
Oh
So
my
it was
gosh.
kind of funny how it kind of bottlenecks in certain. So they released the 21K runners first, and
Okay.
then somehow, normally, depending on how they do the route, they wait maybe 2 hours before they release the 10K runners, and then they release the 5K runners. But somehow, because this run was, they had to finish all the runs by 4 o'clock or like really early. So there was a point where parang nagkasalubong, everyone just kind of merged into a tiny little area. So parang nag-bottleneck. So parang you're playing like dodge. You're dodging left and right. And then to make it even more interesting, it started dumping rain, like a lot of rain. So
And you do this because you enjoy it, or you do this because you're bored, or is it for
I
health?
I would say that I would run because once upon a time it was because I was trying to beat the previous record. You know, everyone's trying to see their personal best. You what was your previous fastest, and then you're trying to maintain it or beat it. But I think I've hit a point where I'm kind of like, you know what? I'm not as young as I used to be, and nor am I doing any additional exercises or mobility exercises that would really be improving my runs. So it's kind of like finding contentment in what why I joined the run. So parang I think last month I went to Singapore and I joined the Disney run. And that was just purely for fun. As in it was
Mm.
beautiful. We ran by parang it was by the Palawan areas in Sentosa. So you were by the beach and it was just
Okay.
really clean and it was a lot of fresh air. So you could see that it's like there's different reasons why people run. And parang even in our own parang in at least for me for running, I've gone through so many different reasons of why I ran. So beforehand it was because it was parang oh it was for mental health. It was time for me to think, and then from there it became oh I wanted to be beat my previous record to show that I'm still fit and I'm still young, and then now it's just to kind of enjoy the surroundings. So I guess it kind of leads back to parang there's different reasons why people run in their own parang in their own journey, I guess. There's people who just want to run for the medals, or they want to run to parang there's this thing where people will say that a lot of people do long distance running because it shows that regardless of how hard it is, they can still persevere and finish it. So parang some of the people who do like a 42K marathon or a 21K, parang they know it's hard, but it's to show that kaya nila even though it's really hard. So it's
Yeah.
parang um, parang you have something to prove to yourself. And I guess it goes hand in hand with parang coffee, right? Because even with coffee, you know, there are so many different reasons why people get into coffee.
Okay.
Um, Parang for you, you've competed in how many years have you been competing?
I was counting this the other day. Almost 8 years.
And what was your reason for competing the first year?
Well, with competition naman, well, I as a person and as a entrepreneur, I've always struggled with public speaking,
Mm.
and a lot of people who knew me when I was growing up and in my 20s and my 30s knew this about me, that if you give me a microphone, my voice disappears. So that's one. So I really wanted to improve as a person, as a speaker. And then I also have fear of being judged. So what better way to get over the fear of being judged than to stand on stage and be judged? So that's the other one. I have very poor memory. So by doing a 15-minute presentation while making coffee for people, you get over that. So for me, it's to better myself, to become a better person, a better coffee professional, a better speaker, um, and also to push myself to my maximum capabilities. So yeah, I think for me, it's to push myself, to have a reason to become better and to be a better professional in coffee, right?
Yeah.
um, like when we started coffee, you and I remember everyone called themselves experts in the coffee industry, and you can't really put that to the test until you put yourself in competition. That's just how I felt, right? Like anyone, any owner of a business can call themselves an expert or excellent at what they do, but what really how can you really prove that? How can you really show yourself, at least prove to yourself, you don't even need to prove it to anyone else, but to yourself, that you are walking the coffee talk. So yeah, 8 years now, and it's been a really long journey. um, I do feel from the very first time I competed till now, yes, there has been growth. There has been a lot of improvements. I've gotten past my fears, though they are still there. It's just you just steamroll through it. I do feel a little bit slower than I used to be, and that's a little bit frustrating, but it's part of life, right? Hey guys, if you guys are joining and watching on YouTube, Facebook, feel free to jump in on the chat, say hello. We will answer your comments. Feel free to contribute to the conversation. So once again, if you guys are just joining, this is the Coffee Rockstar podcast, and I'm with Eric, and we are live today, and just having a chat and enjoying ourselves, and hopefully you guys can contribute to the conversation. So just feel free. We're using a different platform today that we're testing out. Let's see if this is better than the previous one. So far, we were planning to go live a few times last week. It's just we couldn't get this to work. So this time, finally, I hope it's working. I don't know. So if it is working and you guys see us and you guys are watching, feel free to jump in on the chat and contribute to the conversation. For our viewers in the Philippines, magandang hapon po. Happy Monday. I hope you guys are having a nice Monday so far. So far, Eric, how has your Monday been?
It's been i- it's a Monday, so I actually was supposed to go get my NBI clearance. And I
Okay.
did the online appointment. After I did the online appointment, it just gave me, it said, okay, you have to go now. It's like within an hour, you have to go. I was like, oh, okay. So they didn't let me choose what time I'm supposed to go. Got there, couldn't figure out where the
Okay.
lineup was. So I was walking around for a bit. And then got to the counter and they said, oh, sorry, all the slots are taken. I was like, yeah, but I have an online appointment. It told me to come now. They were like, yeah, that's not what you need. You need to come here, line up early. And I was like, when you say early, what time early? And they were like, oh, people line up usually around 4 a.m. I was like, 4 a.m.? And I was like, oh, how many do you process in a day? They were like, oh, there's only 200 slots per day. So that's why people line up really early. So I asked, well, what's the point of the online registration? They were like, oh, we don't know. I was like, well, then what? This is just to make you feel like you are progressing? So it's one of those really annoying things that parang, why do we pretend? You might as well just say, just go there and line up. Magpumila ka na lang instead of parang you're gonna go on, do an online registration thinking that you're gonna get there and then wala. So I don't know. It's all smoke and mirrors.
So I guess no, I think the system of doing online lineup is a good idea, except it's only a good idea if they actually apply
Oh yeah,
it.
that would be the key thing.
Yeah, oh nga eh. So basically it wasted a few hours of your life, right?
Yep. Well, they also took my money because I already paid for it.
Oh, there must be somewhere you can complain about that because they have your money.
So parang you do the online payment already. So you're technically, they took my money already. So they said, come back
Paano
tomorrow and line up at 4 a.m.
Okay. So I guess I know where to find you tomorrow 4 a.m.
Oh, I'm not gonna, if I didn't line up for Pokemon cards, I'm not gonna line up for this NBI clearance thing. I'll ask the office, how important is it?
No, I think I saw online that you can renew online somewhere. I read, but I don't know if it's my imagination or not that you can renew online as long as you've had it before. I
Speaking
don't
of,
know if anyone in the chat knows. Feel free to message and let us know because we both don't know. We don't know what we're talking about. But what we do know is coffee, and
yeah.
is a lot of things happening this week. It's going to be a really, really busy week for the coffee industry here in the Philippines. We got WooFex coming up this Wednesday,
Mm-hmm.
and WooFex is going from Wednesday till Saturday. Correct me if I'm wrong.
Yeah. Wait. Yeah.
Sunday.
I always thought it was till Sunday, but baka hanggang Saturday lang.
Yeah. So, if anyone out there wants to check out WooFex, I will be there, and Eric will be there as well. You can find me at the Conlins booth or the Fly Ace booth on Wednesday, and on Friday you can find me at the Conlins booth once again, and the High Tower booth.
Ooh.
So if you guys want to say hello, hang out, have a chat, or listen to some of our demonstrations, feel free to pass by. My schedule, I believe, is on Facebook somewhere. You can check out the Fly Ace website or Facebook page. I will be at their booth with the national latte art champion, Mark
Ooh.
Lingat,
Mark.
and we will be demonstrating some really cool stuff. And yeah, so I'll be around on Fix. So if you guys want to come by. Also, we have stock of the Better Vessel. If you guys want to come around and pick one up for yourself, there's stock there. Not sure which color they are carrying at the moment, but and stocks is limited. So if you guys want to pick one up, pass by the content booth. It's there. Other things that are available would be we've got the Comandante grinders. I believe the Barracuda is now available in a few limited edition colors. So that's all gonna be available at WooFex Manila. Is there anything you want to add there?
Uh no, that about covers most of the stuff for Wolfex. So Wolfex is the big, I think this is the last big hurrah for shows before Burr months officially start. So afterwards it's Christmas season. So you're preparing for Christmas decorations, Christmas caroling, the fun stuff.
Before Christmas, the other things coming up, I believe there is the Home Brewers event of Commune. So that's another cool one. And then there's another one coming up called Coffee Please. So
Mm.
there's still a few more coffee events and shows coming up. And then October comes around, and there is WBC Panama, which
Ooh.
either we're going to do commentary on, either live, bit like this, and then we'll have like we'll stream it, or if we're lucky, we get to go there live and check it out, and we'll talk about it. So the nice thing about this year's WBC is we are actually representing Philippines for Tokyo. So this year we get a little bit of a break, and then we also get to see how competition has changed from Milan to Panama. So we'll see. Hopefully, what I'm hoping for is to see some out of the box thinking. I also expect quite a few baristas to be using the better vessel. So I'm really grateful for that. That a Filipino invention is going to be featured in the world stage. Um, which, speaking of, there's a few baristas around the world who has been competing this last weekend with the better vessel, both in their nationals and their regionals. So that's also really something exciting. There's a Mexican barista who used it, and an Indonesian barista who used it, and they both did really well in their respective competitions. So yeah,
So what are your tips for using the better vessel? Like, when
So
somebody gets a better vessel, like what are things that they can do with it? Like what can the better vessel do and what can it not do?
So, what I've learned in the past year of using it is it's you need to really experiment with the better vessel and the coffee, right? It has to match. It does improve coffee, yes, but you still need to figure out the ratios, like how much grams in. You still have to pull a good shot. You still have to do your pop prep right. You still have to weigh your coffees, and you still need to use pretty good coffees, right? So all the basics must be covered. The other thing is waiting after you brew on the better vessel. If your coffee produced very thick crema, you'll have to wait a little bit longer. So you have to let or allow the crema raise to the top of your cup before activating the crema. So um, here's going to be something really cool. In the next few months, we're going to prepare the better espresso cup. And the Better Espresso Cup is basically a competition where all the participants will be using the better vessel, and then they're going to show how they would use it on the world stage or on the stage, where they use their creativity. We're going to do the format's going to be similar to the WBC, where you're going to be pulling an espresso, you're going to be pulling a milk course and a signature course, and for all three courses, you're going to be using a better vessel. Now we're still arranging the mechanics of this, and it's just a nice way to, all the competitions, like the smaller competitions or non-formal competitions, are usually uh, pour overs. No one really does an espresso one, so this one, I'd like to be able to push people's creativity on how they actually apply the better vessel to their espresso or their signature course or their milk course. So that's going to be something really exciting and something that I feel people would really enjoy. So yeah,
What would happen if somebody used you know how the better vessel has that metal ball, right? What if they use that as a parang pinalamig nila, or if it's cold? What would happen to the coffee?
Well, what do you mean?
Parang let's say they put the metal ball into the freezer and then they put it in they use the vessel and then they extract the espresso on it. What would happen to the coffee? What would be the output?
So that's similar to compound chilling, where you know how they use the Paragon, they chill the ball and then they chill the espresso as it comes down. So it works exact same way. You're able to taste more of the volatile aroma compounds. Of course, doing that, actually, when we were preparing for Milan, that was one of the ideas we wanted to do. It's just in terms of workflow, we didn't have much space for a freezer on stage or on
Mm.
the table on the stage. Also, we didn't have enough control. If we freeze the balls first, bring it out, we don't have control of what the temperature it would be when we actually use it.
Mm.
So, but definitely for the better vessel or better espresso cup, we will provide a way to chill it somehow, some way. And we would like to encourage people who join this Better Vessel Cup to experiment and really, you know, push the boundaries of what espresso can be and could be.
I wonder why they considered kunyari, why is the World Brewers Cup called a cup, but Latte Art Championship, like it's a championship? Why is it not World Brewers Championship?
Um, I don't know. I don't know. Why is it called the World Cup?
I don't know. Because the trophy's a cup, isn't it?
So is the trophy of the Brewers Cup a cup?
No, it's usually shaped like a kettle.
So I don't know. I have no idea.
Kasi,
So we can call it the Better Vessel or Better Espresso Championship.
okay. Yeah.
I don't know. So,
What
in the
happened?
chat, if you guys have any ideas of what to call it, feel free to contribute
So
and
I actually
give us your thoughts.
ran out of coffee last week.
Like at home.
Yeah, naubusan ako ng Park Avenue blend. So I still had some of the capsules from Milan, the one that we were calibrating the better vessels with
The
the
Lavazza.
the Lavazza Super Crema. Oh my goodness.
Okay.
I just I was like, yikes. Yikes. That was the one that I remembered. I was like, oh, this one here, the crema helps the coffee if you leave the crema there.
Yep. But it does make an impact. It does improve the cup, of course.
Mm. Yeah, what else is happening? I don't know what else is happening. Dollar is kind of crazy right now. We're borderlining 60, almost 62. So we'll see how the dollar exchange rate. The coffee prices have kind of stable, a little bit stable, but exchange rate's just nuts. And apparently, we had an additional parang 10 or 12% on our exports by the US that was added on yesterday or last week. Parang ganun yata eh. On select exports.
So dumami ang benta natin. Yung Philippines, you mean? Yung
Hindi,
export ng
bumawa.
Pilipinas?
Kasi we have to export the stuff. So whoever's importing Filipino goods will have to pay additional tariffs. I think it was like an
Oh.
additional 12% yata
I
eh.
mean, US tariffs on Filipino goods went up.
Yeah.
Okay.
On specific select lang kasi apparently they were saying that we weren't able to justify or reduce the amount of products that may or may not have child labor.
Interesting.
Yep.
Interesting.
So
So,
fun
so
stuff.
guys, if you guys are joining the show, feel free to contribute in the chat if you guys have anything to contribute. We're just hanging out. Once again, welcome to the Coffee Rockstar podcast, where we talk things all things coffee, and a little bit of Pokemon, a little bit of running, and other stuff. Speaking of Pokemon, the craze is going nuts, and sometimes you wonder whether or not buying the packs and opening it is more worth it than just going to one of these card shows that are happening almost every week and just, buying the card you want, right? So, yeah, I'm starting to learn that. It's just whenever I go to these card shows, it's really crowded, and it's kind of intimidating because you'll see the amount of cash changing hands is kind of scary. So yeah, it's I don't know if I'm cool with that yet. Buying cards at card shows, but we do have a common friend that's been buying. We're not gonna name the person, and it seems like she's having a lot of fun.
Oh, speaking of Pokemon cards, this arrived for me. So I ordered this on Shopee. This is the Chinese edition. So these are Chinese cards. And look, it's the Angry Charmander.
Oh, cool! But it's in Chinese.
I'm Chinese.
Are you gonna open it?
No.
All right.
I've actually been buying a lot of Chinese cards. So I actually, you know how they have the starter packs? When I was in China, I was buying these ones. So this is the Chinese starter packs. And it came with the starter Pokemon. So this is volume 1. And
Okay.
it's actually really cute. So if you open this one, they give you a frame to hold the card. It's like a little standee.
Okay.
You get a pack,
Open it.
and
Open it.
you get the card.
Oh, cool.
So technically, you don't need to open it anymore because you already know which card you got.
No, you don't know what's in the pack. You should open it.
I don't need to know what's in the pack because I only wanted the
little
the starter Pokemon.
Oh, okay.
So parang I think that there's that aspect of collecting. Parang you can still participate in it, but you can just approach it a different way. The same way you appreciate coffee. You can appreciate coffee, but you can appreciate it in a different way. So I saw it a different way. The same way you appreciate coffee. You can appreciate. Is there an echo all of a sudden?
No, I'm just checking the chat because it's actually not coming out on our stream. So
Oh.
a few people are watching, which is really cool. Barista Ariel is currently watching. Hey, Barista Ariel, kamusta po? I just saw Mark Lingat come out. He's watching as well. So hi, Mark. I'm looking forward to our time together on Wednesday. Ayun, may thumbs up siya. Oh. We also have who else? So ayun, Barista Drip PH. Shout out the mga idols. So hello. Kamusta po? Looking forward to seeing everyone this Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. So yeah, it turns out our chat here on this app is not coming out, but at least we have it here when I opened my phone. So I was wondering what was going on, but medyo tahimik. So
Since there's we
yeah,
have a
I think
couple latte artists here, how come no one's ever drawn Pokemon for latte art yet? Or meron na ba? Parang use that as a competition, yung parang mga Pokemon. Bawal ba?
pwede naman. I think for latte art naman, you can really draw whatever you want, or make art of whatever you want. I would think a Squirtle or a Charmander wouldn't be so difficult. It's the Pikachu that I feel is going to be a bit on the difficult side. But since I think I'm gonna be at the Fly 8 Ace booth with Mark. So, Mark, baka baka challenge kitang gumawa ng Pikachu dyan. Oo. Yeah.
Yeah. I'm curious to see who else is going to show up in Wolfex. Because Wolfex is one of those shows that parang it's always the standard group that always shows up. Parang eh, because it's such a in-demand show, walang nagbibitaw. And it's surprising if you
So,
see somebody new that pops up.
well, I think this year, and I saw it on social media, in a few posts. H Proper is bringing in Lance Hendrick, so
Ooh.
that's going to be really interesting. So we have a coffee celebrity coming, and an imported one. So I'm interested to see how he's going to be received here in the Philippines, because um, yeah, like usually if it's an influencer that's known around the world and has that much followers on YouTube, they tend to draw quite a big crowd. So I look forward to seeing that and checking it out, like how it helps H Proper for something like that. And shout out to H Proper. It's really nice that you guys are bringing in some uh, knowledgeable people to the show, and hopefully it'll draw more business for you guys.
Hmm. Speaking of which, also, I think the judges skill programs that's being ran, I think next month they still have early bird specials. So for anyone who is interested in that, please look it up. You can reach out to, what is the company's name called? Coffee. It's slipping my mind. Coffee.
Coffee, yeah,
Coffee
I don't
Clinic
know.
PH.
Coffee Clinic, yeah, that's it. Yeah,
I
okay.
was like, yeah, I remember it's like something, right? It reminded me of like a running clinic, and then I was like, coffee clinic. Yeah.
Ayun.
Ano pa ba? Mm, have you checked out any new coffee shops or seen any new coffee shops lately?
Lately, no. We were just talking about that earlier today with the team. No, nothing new. Like, I don't, I haven't seen anything new. But if anyone watching has any coffee shops you'd like us to visit, let us know. Just drop it in the chat so that we could talk about it perhaps next week or on our next episode. Yeah. Sino ba mga bago?
I went
Wala
to
eh. Like, okay, go.
I went to what's it called? Taqueros. It's like a taco place. It's called Taqueros Franco. It's one of those
Okay.
the Michelin gourmand stuff, like one of those Michelin gour bib. It got a bib, and I'll say the food was really good. They have different types of tacos. They have a lamb taco. I think they called it a Lamborghini. Can you guess what it was made of?
Ah, lamb.
No, it was really good. So we tried their uh, shrimp taco. Or it was quite nice. And then we also did the steak taco and the Lamborghini. So that was all nice.
So,
And then yeah,
ang tanong, nabusog ka ba?
yes, I was quite. It was very filling actually. And I had the coffee. They did a collab with Commune for their coffee. So I had their cold brew ginger beer.
Oh, cool.
Yeah. So it was quite nice. So that was quite refreshing. And this was in Makati, the restaurant. It got really busy at night. During the afternoon, medyo maluwag. So if you wanted to try it out, I'd say go during the afternoon. But during nighttime, as in puno, like the lineup was insane.
that him and his friend enjoyed.
Ano pa ba? And then I've also been playing around with. So I got a restock of coffee this morning, and I used
Okay,
banana milk, and I added it to
banana.
my americano.
Oh, and did that taste good?
It was interesting. The banana milk just, I don't know why parang it doesn't, sa oils ba ng coffee, it just doesn't blend very well. But
Um, depends on what kind of banana milk you use. The flavored banana milk doesn't really work so well, but if you use banana and process it like, you know, so yeah, it really depends on what kind of banana milk you use. Like yung banana milk na flavored
lote.
banana milk, you can taste the chemical in it. That's the problem. Yeah, especially
And,
when you steam it, it doesn't work so well.
and it doesn't look pretty. Parang the separation on top, the oils in the coffee just, yeah. So what else
So, yeah.
did we do?
Yeah, yun yung ano eh. I think we'll fix the thing that's happening this week. Today naman, there's the sauna happening. I think, talking about coffee and talking about coffee and hanging out is more enjoyable for me. So there's a comment here. Hi, Coffee Rockstars. Training center for coffee still available? Do people really want to learn more on coffee? What's your take on this? Thank you. So, yeah, I think there is always room for coffee education. It really depends what kind of, if you take a coffee course, what are you trying to learn? A lot of coffee schools here in the Philippines, they cater to different types of clients and customers. Their specialty are all different. So there's some that cater to people who want SCA certification, right? So that's a certain type of school. There's also independent education that's done by the community itself. So, for example, is the Judges Skill Program. That's a community-based um, that they they put together themselves. So they go rent a space, and then they just run the program. They bring someone in to teach it. Another one would be for example, here at Henry and Sons, we have the Institute for Coffee Excellence, where our courses focus on sensory, using the Centone set, and we link all our courses to sensory skills. So that's how that's different. But definitely last week, I had a class, I taught a class on coffee roasting, and it was totally linked to sensory. So every time we roast, we cup, and then we use the Centone system to score the coffee and identify the flavors. Definitely, the customer was really happy, or the student was really happy with this course, and yeah. So it really depends what people are looking for, but the important thing with coffee schools is to know what you're looking for before choosing.
Are you back? Am I back? Well, I'm not sure if it's just me here or if he hanged. Oh, are you back? Am I back?
Back, I hang.
Okay.
So yeah, I don't know what the last thing people heard, but yeah, I hope it's clear.
You know what I think is the type of school that is lacking that would be fun to for some people to organize. There's a serious uh, gaps in how people market their coffees. Parang there's so many shops that are open, pero I find that the quality, there's only a certain amount of people who know how to parang properly capture or market their store or their products online. I think there are some influencers who are very successful in that, and I think that that would be something that would be of interest. Parang just to see how they approach marketing their coffees. More so in the social space right now of parang TikTok, Facebook, parang to stand out from all the other people. I think that that would be an interesting class to sit through if there are some people who offer that type of class. Because everyone talks about how to prepare, how to parang you can prepare the best coffees in the world, but if you can't get people into your shop, it's not gonna help.
I think that's there is a gap in the market for it, but would people really um, teach how to market their product? Like, I mean, if it's something that they're doing already, would they teach others? Is the community that um, evolve? No, is the community ready for that? Right? Would a coffee influencer teach another uh, new generation of coffee influencers their trade or how they do things? Would they do that?
Does it need to be coffee, or is it just general parang editing, filming? Because a lot of people, for example, for me, I could not figure out how to use all the different settings in the cameras and the editing and all the parang features that they do. Parang even the basic idea of people filming TikToks and doing yung parang play, pause, play, pause, play, pause, and then make the person, yung nakita mo yung meme na tumatalon and then it looks like the person's floating on a broomstick. Parang, yeah, in theory, it sounds easy, but when you're actually doing it, I don't think it is. So parang it's almost like things like that type of marketing, how to do, parang it sounds basic, but as somebody who like who only knows how to take pictures by pressing the button and then parang press auto edit and then tadan yung ganun na. I think it would be fun to take, and it doesn't even have to be very coffee centric. It can be parang just general. This is how you do edits.
So I think yeah, definitely there's probably a market for that, and like you said, you and me, we're probably the main target market for them. We would take that class. So guys, yung mga nanonood, kung may class kayong ganun, mag-attend kami. Um, what's happening here? Oh, yan. So, Kirk says, unboxing again, Lloyd Eric. So, kung game ka mag-unbox anything or you have anything there you can unbox to make Kirk, our regular viewer, happy, you can unbox something. Yung nga sobrang madugo nga yung ano yung editing ng ano ng yun yung tumatalon na naka broomstick. Definitely it's not something that I have the skill set for or the patience for, but it'd be really cool if someone can teach it.
Well,
But I'd rather somebody else do it for us.
now it's the dancing thing. They'll make you dance. Let me see if I have something to unbox. I'm gonna have to get up and go look. So maybe you can do like some sort of dance for them.
So guys, once again, welcome to the Coffee Rockstar podcast. We're trying to do this more often. We are using a different software to stream today. From the looks of it, our chat is not working, so I'll have to reach out to the developers of this app to um, to see if they can fix it. Other things where you can find this. So we are streaming live onto Facebook, onto the Michael Harris page and the Michael Harris profile. So if you guys are following me there already, thank you. We're also streaming to the Michael Harris YouTube page or channel. You could also follow there. And it'd be really nice if you guys can subscribe. I'd be so grateful and appreciative of that. So yeah, we're gonna try and do this more often, and then whenever we're out and about, we'd like to start vlogging about it as well. So kung makapag-follow kayo, maraming salamat. It'd be really nice. With WooFX coming up, I will also try to stream a little bit during WooFX just so that you guys could see how our days are like and what we do. Um, yeah, so yun, habang naghahanap nga si Eric ng maa-unbox niya, parang pinahirapan mo naman, Kirk. Um, yun, kung meron kayong, if you guys have anything to contribute to the chat or you guys have any questions that you'd like us to answer, feel free to get on the chat. The podcast episodes are uploaded to Spotify. So if you guys would like to, if you guys are on Spotify, you guys can check out the Coffee Rockstar podcast there. So it's published. We have a few episodes there as well, so you can watch our older episodes. Um, so, ano, what did you find?
I actually did not find anything to unbox, but I wanted to show something that I did pick up. So this is something that I picked up. I found when I was walking around in Green Hills. It's a vintage Disney card deck. So I don't know if people still know how to play cards, but this one is actually designed so that it has different vintage artworks of the different characters of Disney. So this goes back to like when we were, I guess, kids.
Yeah, unfortunately, my kids don't know who those guys are.
Yeah, it's a shame. Oh, you know what I've been watching? New York. Was it not? It's
Comic-Con.
the Comic Con. That's been really interesting. So I was watching the ang tawag dito, the Doomsday, the panel, and I was like, ooh.
Yeah, I like the outfit of Deadpool. He was wearing denim, like a denim suit.
It's the X-Force one, right?
No, it was denim. It wasn't even gray. It was denim. Like
Oh, okay. So
yeah.
he's
So sabi nga niya, it's the Canadian tuxedo. So yeah, yeah, it was really cool. They showed. I think they're gonna have Ghost Rider.
ooh. I think
Really
that's
good.
really good casting.
Yeah. There's also going to be. Yeah, I watched some of the previews and what they showed. It's really cool. There's a new Black Panther apparently.
New Black Panther, and then they teased a little bit more about the Avengers Doomsday, the Latverian witches.
Yeah. So that's ano matagal pa yan eh, 'di ba? That's December. But this
Oh,
week is Spider-Man.
yep,
So Spider-Man
Spider-Man's
something
coming
I'm
out.
looking forward to. That's gonna be really cool. I saw some spoilers online that I didn't like. So I hope it's not true. But I did see I did hear about a spoiler this morning na sabi ko if that's going to be if that's real, that sucks.
Yeah, but
Anyway,
then they're
let's not spoil it for anyone.
but they're rebooting it because they're taking Doomsday as a means to like parang soft reboot, diba?
The Spider-Man? I don't
Yeah,
think they're
well,
rebooting it.
the Marvel Cinematic Universe. It's gonna be used as a soft reboot.
Yeah, yeah. That's ano nga daw, magre-reboot na nga daw sila.
And I've been watching X-Men '97, and the last episode was good. I enjoyed it.
Last episode. Oh yeah. I didn't like it. I didn't like it.
You didn't like it?
I didn't like it. Last week's? No, I didn't like it.
Not the Weapon X one, right? The Danger.
Yeah, I didn't like that. Sabi ni Kirk, have you watched Masters of the Universe already? So nostalgic. I watched it, and I felt that though it was good and it did give nostalgia, I believe I lost brain cells watching it. So I enjoyed it more than Mario, because Mario definitely I lost a lot of brain cells watching. But Masters of the Universe, it was nice to watch, but it could have been better. Like I think it could have been better.
Really? I enjoyed it. I thought that the parts when it was on Earth was a little bit slow, but for the most part, I was like, at least it wasn't yung parang a frame by frame recap of what happened in parang of the history.
But I can see why it flopped though. Like in
It did
theaters.
well.
It did well sa streaming, but sa theaters, medyo flop siya.
Well, I think their approach for this wasn't just the movie. Because did you not see how much merchandise they were throwing out in stores? It was the first time I went to the parang Toy Kingdom and daming He-Man na laruan.
Did you buy any of the new toys?
No.
I think the old ones are better. I think the old toys are better. Like, I mean, I saw it. Like, I prefer the old ones with the rubber heads. Like, I was hoping for better looking toys.
Oh. Says the guy who's buying Pokemon cards.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, speaking of Pokemon cards, I opened an ETB yesterday. And
Okay.
so, guys, if you guys are into opening Pokemon cards and boxes, weighing it doesn't really help. So I weighed every single box. I opened the heaviest one, and I got nothing. Right? I don't mean nothing was inside. There was stuff inside, just nothing significant. So, yeah. Kirk said, looking forward to the next movie. Did you watch the post credits? Yes, I watched the post credits. Shira, right? Shira came out. Sorry, spoilers, but it's been a while. But yeah, the post credits is really awesome. I look forward to. I want to see what Hordak looks like.
Hmm.
Yeah.
So I actually bought a metal detector to try to determine whether there are hits inside the packs or not.
And
I don't know how to use it properly because there are times where it beeps, parang it just beeps for every single pack, and then there are times it just doesn't beep. So I don't know. Maybe I'll send it to you and you can try.
yeah, well, we can try, but the thing is, I don't know if the metal detector can detect aluminum because those packs inside it is aluminum. So, like, how does the metal detector differentiate from the aluminum packaging to the aluminum on the card?
I don't think the metal detector detects the kasi 'di ba it's based on whether it's ferrous or non-ferrous.
Yeah, does it detect aluminum?
It doesn't detect aluminum.
Hmm.
No.
Well, yeah, send it over. Let's give it a try, and then maybe we can do a live where we're like opening packs next time.
It's like you're
I
just
don't have the
waiting and like beeping. It's like there's a hit here, there's a hit. And then when you
okay.
open it's like there's nothing. It's like no.
Yeah.
But on the positive note, I've been seeing a lot more packs being available in parang Toy Kingdom. Parang it's not parang the loose pack. So what they do is I think they repack the booster box and then they repack it to plastic sleeves na lang. So it's like a pack of 4 for like 1,000 or something like that. Yep. Ano pa?
So, guys, it's now an hour long, our episode. So, we're gonna end it here, and then hopefully, we can do another one in the next few days. So, for everyone who contributed to our today's Coffee Rockstar podcast, maraming salamat. Thank you. So, we're gonna try and do more lives. So, at least today, we know that this software can get us live. Unfortunately, we can't see the chat. Like I have to open my phone and take a look at the chat to see the comments of people. It'd be really cool if people can actually enter the chat and contribute. We can see, sana makita namin yung chat na YouTube and Facebook. Once again, if you guys want to support this program, subscribe to the Michael Harris channel on YouTube. We might shift over to there. And if you're not subscribed already on my Facebook page, please subscribe. We're gonna keep updating and keep doing lives as we go along, especially leading up to the Burr months. There's hopefully more stuff for us to talk about. In the meantime, I wish you guys an amazing week, and we'll see you all at WooFex. We'll both be there. Bye.
Bye.